Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the intro for my I Am Freedom makeup look to enter the competition. Most of this is Freedom makeup that I use. This is a look that I wear every single day. This is obviously unique to me. I hope you enjoy my entry. Thank you. Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm doing my signature look today using Freedom for the I Am Freedom. I don't expect to get very far, but if I don't enter then I will kick myself. So I've already cleansed, toned, moisturised. I've already put on my primer for my eyes, which I've used I Heart Makeup eye primer, which is really lovely. This is obviously by Makeup Revolution, which is sister company to Freedom. I'm now going to put on my primer, my face primer, and this is one that I really love, and this is the Pro Mattify. These are just literally £5, and you get 25ml in them, and they're really good because they're like the silicone based Smashbox primer, the ones that are the original one, which I think is like £28 or £25 for a bottle for the same amount, and this stuff is just as good as the Smashbox. And I really like this. And I mean, I have like combination skin. I have an oily T-zone and I have dry patches around here. And this is great because this covers up the greasy parts and stop it coming through your makeup during the day. But I also find that this is really good on my dry parts as well, because I find that it almost makes the skin feel moisturised over the top of the dry patches so that your makeup doesn't cling and cake round what you've got. So I'm just applying this. I apply liberally because, well, I just do. But that is lovely because it actually makes your skin feels like silk. It's really lovely. So I've put that all over my face, concentrating more on my T-zone area where I am oily. And because obviously it's mattifying, so that's what it's for. So there we go. I'm just going to let that soak in and dry off. I do like Freedom products. I have quite a few Freedom products. This is my most favourite ever highlighter, and this is the Pro Highlighter Diffuse, and I will be wearing this today. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just absolutely stunning? It's just lovely, but it is actually more, I mean, it shows up more shiny on camera than what it is in reality, but it's absolutely stunning. I love it. And also I will be using the Freedom Strobe palette, and you get a free brush with this, and as you can see, well used. I really love this. And the free brush that you get with it, I'm just going to grab it, it's really amazing. And as you can see, well used. And this is great for contouring your cheeks and buffing it in, and it's such good quality. I mean, it feels, I don't know if you can see the powder coming off that, it feels so soft. It's just really, it really does the job well. And the colour that I'm using, well, it's just the Pro Strobe palette with brush. So and for my eyes, I actually use the Pro Highlight palette from Freedom, where you've got 6 creams and 2 baked products, and I actually use them on my eyes, believe it or not. And then I will also be using the Freedom Pro 32 Innocent collection. Oops, the acetates fell out, so you've got different colours in there, and I really do like Freedom products. I just think they're absolutely lovely. I actually was introduced to Freedom products before I was Makeup Revolution, and then I got hooked, and then, well, here we are now, absolutely addicted. Okay, so I've let that settle in now, so that's dried. I'm now going to use the Ultra Base Corrector Palette by Makeup Revolution, just to cover up some of my redness. As you can see, I've just about hit pan on the green. I just use my finger for this because I find that if you use a brush, it's too heavy. I'm just using it to cover up this specific part of my cheek. I'm not bothered so much of my other parts of my face. It is just literally my cheeks where I have really bad pigmentation problems. I think I have rosacea. I will be finding out hopefully soon because I'm going to the doctors regarding my skin. Again, I will say I have this patch here that I can't see in the mirror, but I can see in the camera. So I'm just rubbing this in. I'm not going too hard because I have got mouth ulcers. Not that you want to know that, but so just another thin layer and just rub that in. That's really good for just taking that initial redness off. I mean, I do use the other colours on there, but it's the green that I really go for. Okay, so that's now on. So now I'm going to apply my foundation, and at the moment my go-to foundation is the Rimmel Wake Me Up in the Ivory. This is Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue, and I just really like this. I used to use a sponge to put this on, but I now use a brush, which I can't find. Oh, here we go. Excuse the state of this because this is disgusting. I've been using it a couple of days. So I've got it in my hand. I use my foundation brush, and then this brush is the Expert Face brush from Real Techniques. So I use this to apply, and then I use my buffing brush to blend it in. Now you're probably thinking that this is an odd colouring for me because it's not as pale as what I am, but this is the palest foundation. But it does give me a nice glow, so I really like that. Just put a little bit on my forehead. So I feel like I'm painting wall paint on. Don't forget to go in your hairline, obviously, because you don't want people to see that. Although it's obvious you are wearing makeup, you don't want people to see that you've got a line in your hairline or around your cheeks either. And I do usually use the brush afterwards to go on my ears. So I use this now just to stipple it, really, just to blend it in. I use several layers of this because of my redness poking through, although I shouldn't really do that today because I have my corrector on. I really like this foundation because it really does like wake you up, wake your skin up anyway. I use the same brush to do my conceal work with as well, which is really good because then if you do make a mistake on your face when you're applying contour or eyeshadow, lipstick, whatever, at least you can use it to go over and correct your mistakes. So blend that in nicely. I'm not going for a heavy coverage, not today, because as stupid as it sounds, it's actually really hot out there today, and I just feel sometimes if I've got heavy makeup on that I can sweat underneath and it can soon rub off. Okay, so I've got most of my foundation on. If you can see, I've still got this red patch here. Doesn't matter what I do to try and conceal that patch, it doesn't disappear. So obviously we're a bit worried at the moment that it could be something untoward, but fingers crossed it isn't. And if it is, then take steps to deal with it, don't you? I do like Real Techniques brushes, but I do also love the Makeup Revolution brushes as well. Unfortunately, I've given what I'd got to a friend, so I haven't got my Makeup Revolution. I'm going to have to order some more. I got a friend who hadn't got any makeup brushes at all, and she was using her fingers to apply everything. And I thought, well, do you know what? I'll just give them to her. Okay. Stippling is really good. Although this isn't a stippling brush, Stippling's really good in the sense that it actually pushes the makeup into your pores. And there we go, this is what I mean by doing it on my ears. God, my glands are up today. I've got ulcers in my mouth and I always get glands up when I get ulcers. There, that's the foundation done. Just gonna let that give a chance just to set itself. So yeah, this is a really lovely product. Obviously, I'm not going to focus much on other companies' products because that's not the point of this video. Just quickly, I do have a Freedom concealer, but I don't use it with this because it's too light for what I'm actually after, for the look that I am after. I actually use a Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. Okay, so with this I draw triangles under the eyes. I don't do too much because I tend to find that you look like you've been a bit washed out. I mean, this is my signature look, this is not what I'm telling other people to do. See, I can really see this red patch under here, but it's part of me, I suppose. I always do it on my forehead, down here on the bridge of my nose a little bit, and I tend to put some down here as well, so that when I contour there is definition. And again, using foundation brush. Well, actually, no, I won't be using a foundation brush. I use my contour brush, and I have a finishing brush as well. I use this a lot for concealer because I tend to find that this blends it in really nicely. I've got to say, whenever I use the Freedom primer, my makeup always lasts all day. It's fabulous stuff, and it's really good value for money as well. You know, why go and pay £25 for a product when you can buy something for £5 that does basically the same job? And I know they say that the ingredients are not as good or whatever in your high street brands, but I think if you don't break out, if it doesn't damage your skin, if it's got the same staying power, if it blends just as nicely, then why? there'll always be people that prefer to use the high end, and good for them, you know. It's good that they can, good that they're in a position to be able to afford it. There. Okay, so now that's on, I use a mineral foundation powder just to set it really. And I'm using the buffing brush just to buff that in all over. And I use this just to set it, just to make sure that my makeup stays in place. Oh, I think I must be hungry. My stomach is rumbling. I do like this. This is Intelligent Cosmetics. And it's not a brand that I'd ever heard of before. It's one that I found on Amazon actually. Because Makeup Revolution doesn't actually do a powder foundation. There we go. Adam, if you're watching, that could be your next thing, like a mineral foundation. What I love about using a mineral foundation rather than a setting powder or a finishing powder is it's a lot lighter on the skin and it doesn't cake. And this is me personally, I'm not saying this is the same for everybody, but I just find it a light consistency because it's, you can barely feel that it's there. I'm happy with that. Ish. Okay, so next step I will be doing is strobing. So I'm using the Pro Strobing palette from Freedom Makeup and using the brush that come with. Now you can probably see I use this colour a lot and I've been using this for about 5 months now. No, actually 6 months, 7 months. So I've had this palette 7 months and I use this a lot. It's my go-to palette for contouring. And I also like the highlight in that as well. The highlight is gorgeous. So I'm just going to put my contour on. See what I mean by this brush is perfect. I don't contour as much as what other people do. And I think mainly because I'm an older person. I'm just going to do my nose. I don't normally, but for this I will. I'm not usually great on doing my nose. See, it's not even straight. Doesn't matter though. Just blend that in. Perfect. I'll just blend this in with the buffing brush. The reason I'm not using my brush from Freedom is just because of this massive ulcer I've got here. I'm just trying to go on the softer side. I haven't done it heavily. Like I said, it's, you know, I don't particularly want to. I always do gently on my chin and my jawline. You can actually see how swollen I am here from the ulcer. And just blend that in. And that gives you a shadow, or what would look like a shadow. Hair keeps getting away. So if you see, it defines the cheeks, makes them look like you have a fantastic jawline. Just going to do my highlight in a minute actually. Yeah, I'll do my highlight in a minute because I always use a blusher and I use bronzer as well. I'll just grab that. I will keep talking to you while I do though. My go-to at the moment is the Peachy Keen heart from Makeup Revolution iHeart Makeup range. Really love this blusher. I mean, it's fantastic. It's just great, and it's mainly this colour here that I'm concentrating. Although I do swirl my brush so that I get a bit of both. So take my brush, just give it a swirl, tap it off. Now you don't want a lot of this on because it's very highly pigmented. So I literally just do the apples of my cheeks, take a big brush, blend that in along the contour line so there's no harsh line so that you can't see. Bit dark, but that'll be alright, that'll turn out okay in a minute. My bronzer I use is a Vivid Baked highlighter at the moment, again by Makeup Revolution, which is this one here, which is in Bronzed Fame, which is lovely because it has like gold marbling effect running through it. Use my bronze blush. I have two. I have one for bronzing and one for, and again just very very slightly, just because I don't want to look like a clown. Should I use my angled brush just to blend in? Yeah, that looks like me. This look might not be for everybody, but it's now summery, so it's now nice because it means that we can get a tan. It's just really lovely. The transition from April into May has been amazing. It's been like, you know, somebody turning the tap off in the sky. Go. So that's my bronzing done. I don't bother with all this today. Okay, highlighter. Now I do like the highlighter in here. So what I do is I use the yellow and just go around the bottoms of my eyes just to brighten my eyes up. If anybody's got any suggestions on how I can get rid of my bags under my eyes. And no, I don't want to use hemorrhoid cream, I'm allergic. And I've tried products as well on the market and I'm allergic to those as well, so there must be something. Okay, and I also just do down here, just to brush that in. Again, you see, because I'm extremely naturally red round there, I try to I'll try to make it look as natural as I can. I'm probably going to look like a clown at the end of this because I'm in the window and I don't normally do my makeup in the window. I normally do it in the mirror behind me. I'm probably going to end up looking like a clown. Okie dokie. Now this has got an absolutely stunning highlighter in. I'm just going to show you how that look. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I always do like a C up here. I do look like a fairy on top of a Christmas tree, I've got to say now. I didn't expect it to be. I didn't realise all my highlight is so strong. So just do here. You can really see that highlighter, can't you? I need to blend that in. And this is the good thing about these products, is that each section, as you blend in, does really, really well. And I think this palette, I think it's £8, and I think that's an absolute bargain because you obviously get your 3 contouring colours, so for different skin tones or different areas on the face, or also good for skin tone changes in the summer months to winter. And then you get your 3 highlighter. This is obviously the one that I've just used, and it's very, very, very shiny. Try and get that so that you can see. It's not working very well. You see how shiny that is. That's great. There, toned that down a little bit just so that I'm not so cha-ching. Okay, eyes. Eyes. Everybody take the mickey out of me because I always say eyes. Okay, I'll just do my brows. I don't do my brows very heavy, again because I'm older, and I tend to find that big brow look really, really silly on me. So this pencil, this is the from Makeup Revolution that I'm using now, and my first one I had dried out really, really, like within 24 hours of opening it. This is the Arch and Shape Ultra Brow. This one isn't so bad at all, but it's double-ended, so you get a felt tip pen one end and you get this the other. There we go. I'm literally just filling in spaces where my hairs are grey and where I have hair missing, just to even them out a little bit. I don't wax them as such. I do use, I don't know if it's in here or not, I do use, no, that's primer, I don't know where that is actually. I was going to say, I do have a I Heart Makeup like mascara that I can use. Okay, right, now on for the eyes. And this bit is like my favourite bit. This bit, I'm actually going back to my Pro Strobe palette. I've already, no I'm not, I'm going to, no. I'll tell you, this is comedy, isn't it? The Pro Highlight palette. That's the trouble, you see, Makeup Revolution and Freedom palettes all look the same on the outside. Okay, in here you've got these beautiful colours. Now I've going for this pink one here. Now I've already got a base on, I've already got my primer on, but I literally just put this highlight in the corners of my eyes over. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this first, it's because one, it helps the eyeshadow to stick, and secondly it looks really, really pretty with eyeshadow on top. You can see very well, it really is lovely. It's a lovely, lovely colouring. I'll just smooth that over my lid like that. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm now going to take a fluffy brush, and this peachy baked colour, I just do a little bit and then just go over the top. Yes, my brushes are filthy, they need a clean. So I'm putting that here. And I think this is like the Sleek palette. There is a Sleek highlight palette, and this is very, very similar to it. No, that's lovely. I really like that. Okay, and now on to the actual eyeshadows, which is this. It's a 32 eyeshadow Innocent collection, and the colours in here are absolutely beautiful. That's my name sheet just got on the floor. I don't know if you can see. They are. You've got every colour in there that you want, really. What I'm going to go for on the lid, I'm going to go for as a transition colour. I'm going to go for a brownie colour. I'm going to go for this one here, and literally just probably wondering why I'm doing it like this. It's so that I don't forget which colour it is. I have memory like I don't know what. So I'm just going to blend this in. So you can see how, blending it in, how different it looks. I know lots of people have probably gone for bright colours to do this video for I Am Freedom, but I'm going for the look that I wear every day, using the Freedom products that I use every day. So that's got rid of any harsh lines. I usually wear a pinky colour, so this pink colour here. I'm just going to put some of that on my lid. I'll use my detailing brush that I used earlier. I don't bother with the eyeliner because I never like eyeliner on me, if I'm honest. Because I've got hooded eyes, I suppose, I tend to look like my eyes are shut once I've got it on. Okay. And then, lastly not leastly, I need to put a little bit of the highlighter, the white highlighter, into the corners of my eyes, just to bring them out. And then I do a little tiny amount under my brow to define. I shall just pop some mascara on. I'm going to use Rimmel mascara. I tend not to use too much mascara because my eyes are really, my eyes aren't long, my eyelashes are really long. I'm going to use an MUA lip pencil. And then I'm using a brown lipstick from Freedom, and this is Naked Beauty. There we go. I'm just going to quickly just do a little bit of eyeliner under here just to join my eyelid up to the top. I literally just don't do much at all. I don't know, you can't actually see this, but and then I put a little bit on the inner eye, just to, I always think that makes the eye look lovely. I don't do the winged look at all, and then I do a little bit on the top line. God, first time I started doing that, it felt really strange. I'm really used to it now. There you go, and this is my daily makeup routine. Just let me finish Profix. And it doubles up as good hairspray as well. So yeah, this is my signature look that I wear virtually every single day. Hope you liked the video. I hope that you guys at Freedom like this look. Bearing in mind I'm not a tween, I'm not a youngster, I am 42. So yeah, hope you like it, and hope to see you soon. For those that are watching the video that are not anything to do with this, hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, please give me a thumbs up. Many thanks. Bye. See you later.